standing at the...
Hello and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here or just click on this video by chance, I'm Amelia, I'm 22 and I upload videos weekly on a Thursday. This one might be up a different day as I didn't get one up this Thursday just gone, but first of all I just want to apologise for that. Basically I have been really busy this last week. I have been working since last Tuesday and I was so tired, and I've been doing voluntary work this week as well, so it's been crazy, but I've enjoyed it either way. But I just haven't had a chance to sit down and film a video for you. I got back from work Tuesday prepared, and I was prepared to film a mukbang for you as well. I even set the camera up and everything, started to talk, and I was just like, I can't do it, I'm too tired. I got really distracted by the car then. I was too tired to talk to you, so I was like, I'm not going to do it because I was rushing, because I was also going to see Mamma Mia like half an hour after I got back, so I had to get changed, I had to eat. I was like, it's not going to work. Oh, I'm at Mummy's home. I literally just saw her walk past. But anyway, we are here now to talk about this one, so I don't know if this is going to go up on Thursday or beforehand, but either way, I hope you actually come by and check my video out, check my channel out, maybe you can subscribe or give it a little comment below. This was a little bit of a rambly start, I'm sorry, I keep doing that, but I've decided to start kind of a mini uni series since it's now August, which means this is around the time when people get their A-level results and they start planning to go to uni, like for their time at university, because obviously they'll move in September if you're year one, especially if freshers usually move in either middle of September, I want to say. I know I moved in the 16th of September last year, and so for me that was at the middle of September, so I'm moving in at the beginning of September this year just because I get to, my tenancy starts the 3rd, so I'm like, why not take the opportunity because I miss it. But I decided to come up with this uni series to help freshers prepare for their first year, I guess. I'm going to come up with some other ones like uni halls, pros and cons about that. To be fair, I've got this idea of someone else I used to watch. Of course, everyone's experience is different, which is why I'm giving my opinion on halls and stuff. Freshers advice for like Freshers Week and stuff, and maybe my Freshers experience. I'm pretty sure I've spoken about my Freshers experience, but not in great deal, I guess. But today's video for the first of this uni series is going to be what to bring to uni and what not to bring to uni, because when you start uni you expect to like take a lot of stuff. It doesn't always work out that way, or you don't always need certain things. I'm not saying don't take it, I'm saying this is what worked out for me, in the fact that I took all the stuff and some of it I didn't actually need, so I thought I'd help you on. So instead of all this rambling, let's just get on to the video. So I have a little list here of do and do not bring or whatever, and I'm going to start with the don't brings, and then stop shouting, they can talk. Sorry, I'm trying to talk, but they put off because parents can't talk in a normal voice. They have to shout because that's their only way of communicating. Sorry, back to what I was talking about. I start with don'ts and I will end on the do's. But so my first thing I put on here is basically do not pack your whole wardrobe of clothes and shoes. Honestly, you'll think it's a good idea when you're packing to go, like you might want to wear this, you might want to wear that, or these shoes will go great with this. But by the end, by the time you get to uni, you'll realise you'll probably wear the same shoes every day. You have two other couple pairs of shoes for maybe going out and for other kind of events. But then the rest of your shoes will stay in the wardrobe, and you'll forget about them. And then you'll come to move out when you're moving out of your halls or moving out of wherever for the summer, and you'll realise I have these shoes. When I never wore them. Why? So in all honesty, you don't need all of it, and the same with clothes. Like honestly, it just takes up so much space that you don't need. I had trouble fitting all my clothes in my wardrobe and drawers because I took most of my wardrobe with me. I technically didn't need all that, and you'll end up buying more. Like there's times, especially when you start uni, you'll make friends and all say, "Do you want to come shopping?" Especially if you're a girl. But it's like girls will always be this one of the thing. It's a good way of bonding. I found is you go shopping with them. And I spent about 50 quid on my Wednesday of first week, maybe the Thursday of the first week, buying clothes and stuff I didn't actually need. But it was fun, and that's what you did. And then you realise you don't actually need this much clothes. You've already bought half your wardrobe down, so you're more likely to buy more clothes and get more clothes during the year that you don't really need to bring your whole wardrobe down. You just take up more storage space, and your likelihood is you're not going to wear it all as much as you think you will. I remember I used to sell all my shoes. I wore my pair of Adidas trainers all the time. I wore one pair of my boots all the time. Wore my heeled boots for nights out. And I wore my flat loafers for when I had to do presentations because it was dressed smartly. Other than that, most of my shoes stayed in my wardrobe the whole time. I even took more shoes down after Christmas and then realised I didn't need to bring all of that with me. So it's not always necessary. Another thing I say is you don't need to have as much kitchen utensils as you think you do. I'm not saying don't bring all the necessary stuff like knives and forks, spoons, sharp knives, a big spoon, you know, a spatula, but you don't need, I'm sorry, that was disgusting, I just dribbled, and all the stuff like pots and pans. But there's certain things, and I will guarantee you, even if you don't have it, I can't remember what I was saying, I got disturbed. Oh, utensils. Basically, you will probably find that people in your flat, if you're living in halls especially, will bring the same stuff as you, or they will forget and ask to share. Basically, I had near enough everything you needed, like a potato peeler. I never even used it. Just because you think, oh, someone else might use it, think of what you're going to use. I can guarantee you that as much as it's great being nice to your flatmates and saying, yeah, you can use my stuff, I can guarantee you, if you're not going to use it for your stuff, there's no point of making more storage for you, because then you're the one who's got to pack it up to go home. I'm not saying don't come with certain things. I came with the best amount of plates, 2 bowls, 2 small plates and 2 big plates. I didn't really need those medium sized plates. I dribbled again. I'm very sorry if I dribble at all during this video. Can we just put that out there? But no, I came with 2 plates, 2 medium plates, 2 big and 2 bowls. I didn't need the medium sized plates, I barely used them. I only really used the big plates and the bowls. I didn't even use the bowls often, but it's always worth just using them. But any more than that, it's just more storage space for me. And I'm pretty sure we were lucky to the flat that we got 2 cupboards to ourselves. Most flats have 1 cupboard, 4 and 1 little small cupboard, and that's it. You have to deal with that. All the stuff fit in 1 cupboard. So more places have more storage than you've got there. And honestly, do you want to take all the storage space? Because that's what things are going to get smashed and broken. Please have a double on plates as well, because I broke my family. This was two times to get through with 2 plates, and then broke another one. I had 5 sharp knives. I only used 1 of them. I have 4 sharp knives in my box that I'm not using any. 1 of them is that made cuts up on it. The other 3 it's like I didn't buy my mum, but it only needed 1 sharp knife. And another thing is I have pegs for it. Do not get as much as you me, the library is so close to where my lectures are anyway. It was so close to halls that obviously it's further, but when I'm gonna need to go to the library, do work, I'm gonna need to do between back home. And the library you get to now. I don't know enough to use it. I used to put more money on it. It's on the money side, and a lot of printers around the library and my uni buildings that you can print it in the printer, so it's not that hard. I thought I went pretty easy. That my printers were there to get to one. So I don't think it was that necessary to take. But I know some people have it where the library's further from them, or there's not many printers for them, so it's just easier to have a printer. I'm not saying all that it's a bad purchase, it's just coming out of the I'm excited for that equipment because it just means to find out one less box to come to uni in September, which kind of would be great because I think it's going to take space in my room and I don't want that. Another thing I say is that stuff to put on your desk like it's nice, it look great, like I wear it now and one, you only need a desk, you only get a certain amount of space, and then when you pass it up more stuff, the more stressful it becomes. And that's what you're going to want to do. I am lucky with my halls that our desks were pretty long. I don't know if you saw it in any of the videos, but my desk was pretty long in the fact that I had space, I had one laptop and my printer on there. But because I had such a massive desk, I put so much on it, I cut it up. By the time I had to sit and do essays or do work or revision, I didn't want to do it because it was so messy and it was so cluttery and cluttered. Try not to get too much of the desk up because there's one thing I say is you think it will look good, but as soon as it comes to sit down and work, I got for Christmas and realised I never used half of them, so it isn't always worth taking your whole makeup set. I think I said about 3 times. Next one is you don't need as much stationery. I think I went down with about 10 notebooks and half of them didn't get used all year. And again, pens and I bought Sharpies, I bought fine liners, I bought felt tips, I bought colouring pencils, I bought so many different kind of pens to write with, and I'm like, you don't actually need half of them. I barely use it. Like in lectures, I take 1 pen with me, a notebook, and that's it. And I don't use separate notebooks for different like lectures, for different units. I just use the same one. As much as I can get messy, it's just easier. Next year I want to get a notebook that has like a little binder you can change. You have one for each unit, so I can, like in the notebook you have the sections, and I'm planning to do that. But you don't need that much. You do not buy a ton of notebooks. Like, my favourite thing about stationery is the notebooks. I love buying them, but you don't need them, and they just take up too much space again on your shelves. So another thing I say is do not bring all your coats. I don't know how many coats people have. I have about 3 or 4. I have 3. I took all of them down with me, and I bought another one when I was down there, so I had already taken 3 down with me to then buy another one, so that's 4. It's a nightmare because, especially in halls, they give you, at my halls, they gave us a rack on the back of a door. The 2 hooks on the back of the door that didn't hold my coats. So then I ended up having to put it on the back of my chair. That ended up on the floor, and it made a mess. And then that's when my room started getting messy. So it's just easier. I'm now taking my one massive black coat, because it's the one I always wear, and my rain mac. Every other coat is staying here. Pick out your favourite coat and take that with you, because I will still take my jackets, like my leather jackets, my denim jacket, and in my fleecy kind of jacket. But when I say coats, I mean like the big ones you're going to wear on a winter's day. And I know in England you never know what the weather's going to be like, because it's Britain, let's be real. Like right now we're lucky to be having, I say lucky to be having this heat wave. I'm not entirely sure how much I like this heat wave, but we're not talking about this heat wave, we're talking about uni, but I've put it now. But most of the time with British weather, you never know, it might rain tomorrow. You don't know until you go out there, so you got to be prepared that it might chuck it down with rain, or it might be freezing cold, or it might be boiling hot. So it's great to be prepared, but it's also, when you're over prepared and have like 4 coats, it's no point, it just takes up too much space. Another thing I say don't really worry about is when people in most like course Facebook groups will say, oh yeah, okay, so I'm selling these textbooks. Okay, it's great that they try to sell them early. I bought 4 textbooks before starting to find out one of those Mapio book, my Mapio book was probably not the right one to have bought. So maybe wait until you had your first day of lectures, or even try and email the course tutor saying which books do I need to get for the course, and then think about buying them. Of course, I say if you're going to do it, buy it, don't buy it second. Also, don't buy it straight from the shop because it'll be more expensive. Buy it second hand because they're going to give it to you at cheaper prices. I got 3 textbooks for 60 quid and 50 quid, and the other one for 20 quid, so 70 quid altogether for 4 textbooks, and I now need to sell them all again. It is the one thing you gotta think, don't spend like 100 to something quid on textbooks when then you're gonna only have them for a year and you're gonna sell them the next year, and no one is gonna want to spend 150 quid on like 4 textbooks when they go into first year unless they're buying them new. So that's another thing. Now I know I've rambled a lot on the things I tend to say I'm going to try and make my videos like short and sweet, but then I ramble a lot, and I don't like cutting things out. I don't know why. Yay. Anyway, moving on to the do bring stuff. I think, I could ramble on about this, but I don't know how much time I have because I'm about to have lunch soon, so I don't think I have much time to ramble. So we'll try and get on with this. The first thing I say to do bring is pictures of friends, family, memories, pretty much, because the worst, you're moving away from home possibly for your first time. And for most people, and especially when they me, it's hard to leave home and get out of being in that one, having to see your parents every day, seeing your friends there all the time. You're going into this whole different world where they aren't there. You've got to now deal with this on your own. You've got to live your life. And the worst part of it is not feeling homely. And I felt like I had so many pictures, I put them all on my wall, on my little notice board, and I honestly felt so much more at home just by having those pictures on there, because they looked really nice. They reminded me of good times, and it also reminded me of what I still had when I got out of uni. Like, it's easy for when you get wrapped up in that uni bubble that you make friends at uni and you go home and you think you've got nothing. So, or even if you're feeling down, you can look at the picture and say, I still got that. That's the good thing. Or you remember something like that happened this day. It's really nice to pinpoint these things. The next one is on my list, I've already covered it, is a printer, so I won't go down that road again. But a printer is another thing I say. Indecisive, on the fence, but it's also a do bring as well. I know it kind of counteracts what I said in the first part. Another one I said, and I did get this from the one I said I got this idea from another YouTuber, Caitlin Rose. I'll point it out because I know she did this last year, is reusable water bottles. I ended up using like the normal bottles and just reusing them, even though I bought a reusable bottle. But I think the reason I didn't use my normal reusable bottles because I forgot to wash it. I was really bad with that. I'd have it in my room once and I left it there for ages, and then I just couldn't remember to wash it. I was just like, I'm just going to use this water bottle. But it is very better to have one. It's better for the environment if you have your own reusable bottle, as that's why in most like places they actually say bring a bottle, we will refill it for you. It's just better because you're not throwing it away, you're just washing it and then reusing it, washing it and reusing it. So it's a really good handy thing, and it's just easy to take with you. And it's when it comes to lectures and classes, you need it on you. Like, it's easy for you to say, it's only an hour lecture and then I'm heading back home, don't need a bottle of water. You will, trust me. You'll sit in there and go, I'm thirsty. It is just something so simple to want or need. And it's a good way to keep yourself hydrated, especially if you have a lecture and a seminar straight after, or 2 lectures in a row. You don't get the chance to run back in 10 minutes. They gave us a 10-minute window. We would go in there and then we'd leave 10 minutes before it's meant to end. So technically it's not 3, it wasn't like not 3 till 4, it was like 3 till 10 to 4, so it's a 50-minute lecture. Then we would get to leave. You wouldn't have time to run back to the lecture, so you'd kind of have to, like, it would be better to have a water bottle on you. Another thing I say, and it's very, very, I think, necessary to bring, they might not tell you to bring it, and I was lucky that James Watson gave us a mattress protector to put on our beds, but something that is necessary is a mattress protector / topper, because one, hygiene reasons, people have used that bed before you, guaranteed, unless this is a new halls. Most halls have been there for a while and people have used the same bed before you, the same mattress before you, that you don't want to be sleeping straight on top of the mattress. Even though you put your sheet on it, it's still very unhygienic. Put a mattress topper on it and it's just much more better, and it protects the bed as well as it protects you, so there's nothing bad about having one of those. Another one I say is a necessary thing is extra chargers. If you're like me, I break my chargers very easily, and I spent majority of this year trying to find cheap chargers because my one broke all the time. So I used to go to Primark and buy one each time it broke instead of just buying a bulk of them. Make sure you've got enough chargers. I did have 2 other chargers. One of them didn't work very well, so I didn't use that. The other one I ended up giving to my flatmate because he needed it. Or that might have been the plug, I can't remember, but I still gave him something. No, I did let my flatmate's girlfriend use my charger a few times. She didn't keep it, but she used it a few times because her one broke. But it was just one of those things, especially with Apple, because that's a word, probably is a word somewhere. Apple chargers, they break very easily. So I literally just had to buy 3 new chargers because I bought them from Poundland, because the one from Wilkinson's was not for my phone. That's me ranting about that, but not the point. If you have a phone and you know it's going to run out of charge, but you might have a broken charger and you never know, make sure you've got enough backups. That's all I say. Another thing I say is a very necessity, and you wouldn't think it was because obviously Your parents at home have these things and they just give it to you. It's plasters. That's one thing. You never know when you're going to cut yourself, or someone you know is going to cut yourself. If you have something on you, you go, here you go. I put my hand out, like, you know. Plasters, paracetamol, ibuprofen, stuff like that. Things that are going to help you in times when you're ill, you've hurt yourself, got a headache from all that revision or all that partying. I will tell you something, and I don't know if it actually was because of the ibuprofen I took after when I got home from a night out. I used to take ibuprofen straight when I got back in from a night out, and I would wake up feeling refreshed and fine. As soon as I stopped doing that, I always woke up feeling like crap and didn't want to do anything. So in my head, I'm believing that the ibuprofen was my cure, taking that before I went to bed. That might not work for everyone, but it worked for me. So it is very, very helpful to have something like a first aid kit on you, just in case. Especially if you end up with colds all the time. That's another thing I always say is have Sudafed and Strepsils, because I got sore throats all the time. I also got very bad tonsillitis. I got tonsillitis twice this year when I was at uni, and I thought, to be fair, I think I had it 3 times. The second time I had it, I didn't actually get checked out because I didn't think it was tonsillitis. And it might not have been because I had like Strepsils and I was fine. But then I got it another time and I was doing Strepsils thinking it was fine. But to be honest, Strepsils still helped. So have stuff like that on you. That's what I say is a necessity. It will always be, because your parents usually say get this, they'll give you a plaster and then you put it on you. Or you kind of assume you know what it is, but when you go to uni you kind of forget you need it. And lastly, I say bring a laundry basket. Obviously you have to do your own washing when you're at uni. The last thing you need is to have a pile of washing and nowhere to actually store it. 1, because it makes your room a mess if you don't have a laundry basket, and 2, it just makes when you go to put it in the laundry, you just got one simple thing to take down to the laundry room instead of bags. I'm not sure if you have to go to an actual laundrette, you probably would be easier to take bags, not gonna lie. But when it comes to halls, especially my halls, the laundry room was literally in the same halls. I literally used to walk out of the room and then go to the laundry room. So that was my simplicity of my laundry shop. My laundry, and it was just easy to have a laundry basket. Like, I'm gonna get another one for this year, even just to keep my room tidy. So I would have kept my other one, but it kind of broke, so couldn't really keep that. Might actually just take the one I've got at home with me because it's easier. But that is that. Anyway, there was a lot of rambling in this video. I'm gonna try and edit as much as I can, but I'm sorry if I don't, and you get a lot of random crap from me talking of rubbish that's not necessary. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like it, please subscribe, please hit the notification bell and become part of this little family that we have going on. And also, please comment either if you're going to uni in September and you're excited for it and all this, or if you've been to uni and what you thought was necessary to bring or not to bring. I'm just saying all this is my opinion of what I thought, not actually what they say in, like, I don't know, big people say, I guess. Anyway, I will see you again soon with another video, and I hope you enjoyed, and I love you all.